What's going on, everybody? Patriot Stacker here. So welcome to part 4 of the Coin Show pickups. If you didn't see parts 1 through 3, I'll link them down below in the description. Definitely check those out. I got a lot of really interesting stuff at this local coin show. It was a lot of fun, and I got some great deals, and I have the last bit of stuff to show you today. So I have some Canadian silver, I have some American Silver Eagles, and we also have some Civil War tokens, and a little extra interesting piece as well. So stay to the end. I got a lot of fun stuff to show you. Stay tuned. All right, so here is all the Canadian silver that I picked up. This is all sterling, Victorian era, and King George V, and some really cool pieces here. I also got some copper coins. These are some large cents from Canada, and here we have a 1919. This one's got a little bit of a PVC damage or corrosion. Another 1919 in pretty decent shape here with King George V. I really like these large cents. I do collect these. Another 1919. Here we have a 1916. King George V as well. And this one's a little different. This is a 1861 from New Brunswick, which is now a part of Canada, but 1 cent. And this is Victoria, Queen Victoria, younger portrait. It's got a little hole in the top there. But a really interesting coin, pretty old, 1861. That was a really cool find. The rest here are sterling silver Canadian coins. We have 5-cent coins, 10-cent, and 25-cent pieces. So I don't have many of these 5-cent coins in my collection, but they are definitely cool. Little tiny pieces of sterling. A 1901, a 1912. This one's got a little bit of damage going on. A 1916. This one's got some interesting blue toning. 1919. And these coins are very thin as well. You can see this one is a little bent. This one's a little bent as well. This one's very blue in toning. Really, really cool piece there. And another older one. This one I think was damaged. Yeah, you can't really get any of the information off there. This side is all slick and damaged, so I couldn't even get the year off of that one. But these were really interesting. Some of those 5-cent sterling coins, very tiny little coins, and you see they do bend easily and were damaged easily through circulation. So here we have just a couple dimes, a couple 10-cent coins here. 1910. They're a little slick. 1912. King George V, and a 1914, and all of these dimes are 0.0691 ounces. So just a small piece of silver. We also got a handful of 25-cent coins, the oldest one being in 1872. Pretty cool coin here, with the younger portrait of Queen Victoria, with a silver weight of 0.1734 ounces. Here's an 1890. This one's pretty slick. A 1912, and this one will have King George, and it'll flip this way instead. King George V. Interesting how they changed the way the coins flip. So later on, they would flip like that, like they do now. But the old Victorian ones flipped like our US coins do, so pretty interesting. And a handful of other 25-cent coins. They're all sterling, all with King George, these later dates here. So I was really excited about that. A lot of sterling silver Canadian, which was awesome. This all was in that World Silver Coin lot that I bought. So a lot of British, a lot of Canadian, and then all the other stuff that I showed in episode 2 of this series. So now let's check out some of the other stuff I got. This was the Canadian. Let's move on to the American Silver Eagles. I bought quite a few. Let's see. So I also picked up 14 American Silver Eagles. And the gentleman was selling these as Cull Eagles. So I looked at them, and some of them are toned, some of them have some scratches, but a lot of them look perfectly fine. So let's take a look here. There's some better dates in here too. Here's a 1995, and you see it does have some wear, some scratches, and this thing has been bouncing around in somebody's coin collection for a while. So this is a better date. The 95 did have a little bit lower mintage than some of the other dates. So we ended up getting two of these 1995s. This one's not too bad. So pretty cool to find some 95s in there. Also had a handful of other dates. This is a 2003. It's got a little bit of toning on it, but doesn't really look too bad. A 2005. This one looks perfectly fine. A couple little scratches, but I mean, it's only bullion, you know. It's really not too of a numismatic coin. Here's a 1999. This one looks perfectly fine. I think there's a handful of 99s in there. There's another 99. Looks good. Another 99. Looks pretty nice. And another 99 here. It's got a little bit of something right there, but I mean, for the most part, these coins are perfectly fine. So we'll kind of go through some of the rest of them here. More 99s. And looks like there was quite a few. Here's a 2001. Looks pretty good to me. I think there is a toner coming up. Let's see. That was another 2001. Here's a 2002. Not too bad. This is the only one that really looked kind of rough. It's a 2002, but look at that awesome blue toning. I think this coin looks awesome. This side of the coin is totally fine. It does have some toning coming up on the edge here. But this side is really interesting. I wonder where this was sitting for quite a while to get all that color. So, 14 American Silver Eagles. I bought them as cull, but they look fine to me. I'm totally happy to have these in my stack. I do have a little tube that I put them in, but I thought that was a great little pickup. I haven't been buying much Silver Eagles, but, you know, when you can get them for the cull price, you know, paying less than 30 bucks, it's nice. So I also have a few other things to look at. Let's see. All right, so the last couple pieces I have to show you are really interesting. This here is an 1890 Indian head penny, but what is considered a Jailhouse Art Token. So you can see it's got like an interesting waffle pattern. It was punched in the center. And then on this side, it pops out. So it almost looks like it could like spin like a top. Kind of interesting. And it also has that interesting waffle pattern on this side too. So really kind of a cool piece. I've never seen anything like this. But I also bought this from the same guy that sold me all the world silver coins. And he was saying that he considered this a Jailhouse Art Token. So I guess in jail they would take some coins and turn them into little pieces of art. So really, really cool. I was excited for that one. I'm definitely going to keep that in my collection. We also have a Civil War token here. This is an 1863. I'm not sure if the camera will be able to pick it up, but it does have like an Indian head penny design or a Native American type design here. And I'm trying to see if I can get it to show up. It's a very dark coin. It's kind of hard to see. And then on this side, it says grocer. So you could probably use this at a certain grocery store during the Civil War. They would have these tokens, basically their own little monetary system that certain places, grocery stores, and local places would make their own coins for you to use at their establishment. So very interesting. A lot of history behind here. Another 1863 Gustav Lydon and Mueller. We'll take a look at the other side of the coin in just a moment. Here's this interesting figure. I'm not sure who that is. If you know who that is, let me know down in the comments. But he's got a very long beard. Very interesting design. And this was for some kind of establishment as well. It's got like a beer stein on there, so maybe this was a bar. Some kind of pub. Gustavus Linden Mueller, New York. Really cool piece. You know, I don't know a whole lot about Civil War tokens, but I was excited to pick these up because I'm going to be doing more research and trying to learn more about them. So I think they're very interesting, and I don't have any of these in my coin collection, so I was definitely excited to pick these up. All right, so that concludes everything I bought from my local coin show this past weekend. It was really a great time, and I got some really interesting new pieces for my coin collection and my silver stack, and a handful of these items will be for sale as well, either on my next auction or on my Instagram page. So definitely check that out if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed checking out everything I picked up from the coin show. Like I said, it was awesome. So please smash that like button if you enjoyed what you saw, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos all about silver stacking, coin collecting, precious metals, treasure hunting, and all that fun stuff. And ring the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, have a great day.